I didn't want to
Sam,
talk to you.
we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against
It's a good
them.
thing I've got a shotgun.
These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat. And their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. If we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance.
What?
This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam. And soon.
You're gonna give me a stealth mission. Look, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I am not good at that. I should have taken that out. I'm probably gonna need that carrier. I say that, but I'm actually probably not gonna do that tonight. It's getting late. Like, it's almost 2. And as much as I really don't want to, I need to do some more recordings. Like, I gotta do at least one itch.io video, or itch.io, whatever, I don't care how it's pronounced. And as much as I really don't want to, I should probably play some routine. How are we doing with things here? You know, I think regardless of what the next mission is, I need to get this area. Because that's another miner that I could hook up to things. That... I don't know what that is, but that's someone else's place. But this one contains the Torii Gate. And I am curious about what that implies. It's just a problem that I still have no idea where the people who live here are. Like, they got a little dock that I've mentioned multiple times, but... short of... No, those are just trees. Here, maybe? Somewhere. I don't know, I want to go down to that lake. But I don't think I'll have time. One more mission. One more mission.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Alright, one more mission. I am curious how I do it stealth. And it seems that they've also got subterranean nuclear landmines or something. That is my favorite thing. That I think it was the... No, was it the British? French? I think it was... No, it was the Germans. I think the idea was that they would plant a bunch of nuclear landmines under the ground in the event that the Soviet Union might try to advance into the rest of Germany and conquer it. Or, you know, progress further into Europe. So their idea was to put chicken-powered nuclear landmines underground. And yes, I chicken-powered. They put a chicken in it and basically used it as a living battery. And when the chicken eventually died, then the mine would go off. I think that's how it worked. It was utterly psychotic, and I love it. Okay. That looks like another truck. You know, I didn't make it that far. I'm gonna go back and grab myself a sniper rifle. Not necessarily to use, but...
Come on. Keep it together.
Actually, I might grab a couple things. It'd be fast. Nah, I'll just go to Magellan, whatever. Be right back. It's getting rumbly. Alrighty then. Oh, there's someone. Can you scan him? Okay. No sign of their post box. Oh, there's someone. I'm annoyed that I can't seem to scan while in sniper rifle. Can at least use it for spotting, though. All right, well let's keep going. Also, I got some stealth grenades, so we're gonna see if we can do anything interesting with that. God, it's pretty here. I love the black sand. Oh.
Someone's out there.
I probably shouldn't be doing this in broad daylight, but it's too late for that. God! Well, I am retarded. I may have forgotten which button does... Oh, you see me, don't you? You know what? Hang on. We're gonna try to do this peacefully. I don't know what those noises you guys are making are, but they're goofy as hell. I think we're in the clear. Ooh, we're not in the clear. What is that? High voltage rod, okay. I would appreciate if this guy comes within strangling range. Hey, so we might be bailing on this mission. We might absolutely be. We're bailing. We're running away. Because I'm not sure what you saw, because I have not seen what has been lost or not lost. Basically, I just ran out of disk space to record. So, OBS just ended the recording because I ran out of disk space. So, I'm gonna have to do some, I'm gonna need to, sort some things out with my, storage management tomorrow. And might have to end this one here. I say might, we're ending this one here. I need to get back to the Magellan. We're giving up on this mission for the moment, and I mean, that was not going well anyways. That was, I mean, I just fired off a random shot like an idiot by complete accident. I was getting spotted every 5 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna end that there. Man, that's a crappy way to end a video, isn't it? Just accidentally running out of disk space. I don't know how I've managed this. I need to sort some things. But anyways, speaking of which... I'm still not sure about this number of people on board. God, I hope I didn't lose footage. Hello, cat. Where are you going? Alright. Yeah, that was awkward. Why do you do this? Whatever, I'm gonna have a shower and hope that the demons that girl has brought us aren't present. I went up to the surface. Hang on. Okay, now we're gonna have a shower. See, now I'm freaked out when when Fragile isn't there. Oh, I don't trust this. Every time it's even slightly different, I just grow horrifically suspicious. Alright, but that's gonna be it for now. I gotta end this before I run out of disk space again. So, I think I've accomplished a fair bit. I've killed some guy in the afterlife. How do I... There we go. I connected... at least... quarter? I'm gonna say a quarter of Australia. This whole half of it... I actually really want to get this place. Because first of all, it's massive. Like, hang on, I didn't even notice that. This thing is huge. But I'm pretty sure that I am not... Well... See, there's something probably out there, like just some chiral nonsense or whatever. There's probably something there that's interesting to get to, and like they wouldn't have put this little island in the middle of this crater if you couldn't get to the crater and then get to that island. There's rivers going all the way there to the ocean. There's a big river there by that data center or whatever it is. I didn't actually notice that one there before. Another river. This big ass lake. Rivers everywhere all over the place here. And then this guy. I just can't help but feel like they have to give us boats. I just don't feel like they couldn't at this point. There's so much water. There's so many different water locations. I feel like they have to give me an inflatable life raft or something, right? I hope they do. I want a life raft. Or just a, you know, any kind of boat. I'll take a boat. I think that would be really cool. Ooh, an actual bridge. Neat. But yeah, I did good. So I'm going to end that there while I still have space to record. So thank you everyone for watching. I don't know how to end videos, so I will just say good night, and keep track of the storage on your computer. I've known that it's been really overloaded for a long time, but, you know, there's only so much you can do about that. You know, if there's games that you're not playing, maybe uninstall them. If you've got an external hard drive, transfer things there. And, yeah, just be more mindful of that. That's apparently a very important thing. Especially if you're recording stuff, because that takes up a lot of memory, apparently. Yeah. I don't think there's anything more to say on that. That's about as... that's probably the most useful advice I have given in ages, if ever. Usually it's just spouting utter nonsense for the sake of nonsense. So, yeah. Be careful how you use your data. Or storage data. Be careful how you store stuff. I feel like that's such a boring outro. Also, don't go to Mexico. Apparently there's cartels and skeletons. Honestly, not that surprising. Also, grenade launchers rule. Get yourself a grenade launcher. It solves every problem. There we go. That's a bit more of the nonsense I'm used to. Now I'm happy. And I can look around. There's not just an awkward pause of me staring blankly at the screen. Now I can do my little look around like I'm waiting for someone to respond or come up with something else. So yeah, I'm happy. Despite everything, things are going good. Alright, good night. Bye. Get a grenade launcher. For your computer. Blow up your grenade launcher. Blow up your computer with a grenade launcher. In Mexico. No one will question it. Alright, bye.